Evening, everybody. Well, it's evening for me, probably daytime for you. How are you all today? Right. Again, I'm filming this before Christmas, and you're going to be seeing this after. We did a swap on our group just before Christmas, and it wasn't something that came out the hat. It was just a Christmas swap that I came up with, and everybody really thrilled to take part in it. And basically, all you had to do was make 5 compartments. One of the compartments had to hold a Christmas decoration, and then you could either fill your compartments up with things that you've made, or the other side to the swap was you had a £5 budget. Now that included postage, so if you ordered something online and it cost, I don't know, £3 and postage was £2, that would make you £5 up, because I didn't want anybody sort of trying to scrape the bank to do these little compartments. So we all made the compartments, and we started to open them. They had to be numbered as well, 20 to 24. And we started to open them together, day 20, day 21, day 22. So that's why probably because I'm showing you what I've made. I actually had 3 swaps. The third one, me and Angie sort of split into half, because otherwise it would have been just too much for one person. So I am actually showing you, now this lady, she's not on Facebook, and I received a beautiful message off her, an email, to say she would love to take part in the swap group, but how could she take part if she wasn't on Facebook? So this compartment thing came up just before Christmas, and I thought, do you know what, since it's Christmas and I don't want to leave anybody out, I'd love it if she took part. So I messaged her back, and she said, yeah, I'm really excited. So she made her 5 compartments, and I made mine. So what I'm about to show you are my 5 compartments made for Avril. She's a Poppy's Ribbon and Lace, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I'm really crap with names. I will put her channel in the description box, but I'm sure that's what she's called. So yeah. So I've made her 5 compartments. Now you can make the compartments any shape. You could decorate them up. It could be any shape you wanted them to be. It could be as small as a coin or as large as a box. It could be heart shaped. It could be something you hang. It just could be anything. So with Avril, I decided on watching her videos. She loved Breatrix Potter. And I thought, wow, I'm going to stick that as my theme, because in my mind, if I've got something to work alongside with, because I picked up on Avril liking Breatrix Potter, then I knew where I was going. So I'm going to show you the compartments that I've made and what's inside them. And like I say, you're watching this after Christmas, so you're probably watching once Avril's opened up all her boxes. So let me show you. Now, with Avril, I wanted it to do Breatrix Potter, but I wanted to put like a vintage feel to it if I could. So I'm going to show you the first box. So the first one is a box, obviously, because I just said that, and Breatrix Potter. So as you can see, I used this gorgeous frame. Now, this frame I actually had and bought off somebody off Facebook, but I actually tracked them down, these particular frames, and then I got another patch off eBay. I can't remember offhand what they're called, but they come in 2 sizes. They come like that. That's the other size that they come in. And basically you just pay for the 2. And I think when I originally paid for was something like £6-7, and the one I paid off eBay was £4-5 because it was cheaper. It was coming from the UK. So I used this frame. Now it is raised up, and it's corrugated card is what I've used to raise it up. I had some Breatrix Potter postcards that I bought ages ago. and it blew them up so much, and I printed them out and I put it on this corrugated card. I also, on the edges, scraped my scissors all the way along the edge. Now I wanted this to give it a bit of feel to it, a bit of layer to it. So I added, like I say, I've got lace, I've got some doilies, I've got trim underneath here. I went into my bits and bobs box basically, and I was bringing out things that I could add, things that weren't a full length or perhaps a full pattern that I could add to this. And then the flowers are actually made from these paper flower, ordinary paper flowers. I'm gonna have to do a video on how I've made them, because it's only one technique I've used, and I actually thought, when I showed Anne, she went, "How did you do that?" I went, "How did I do what?" "The flowers," she said. "Oh, right. So I'll have to do a video and come back and show you how I've done that." But literally, I wanted the top to be flowers, thinking Breatrix Potter, garden, that kind of thing. So I've got a butterfly, pink butterfly, and I've got all these pearl stems. They're on like elastic based, basically. And then the bottom, again, I've used just odds and ends, basically. Once I was all finished and I had everything stuck on, I actually went over my doilies and my lace with a bit of handmade gesso to just dye down the colour. And it works really well. It blends in with the picture. I used, I've got these small little plaster mold charms that I used on this. And I did receive a pack of these. I can't remember what they're called, but you would find them on like wands, so I put one of them in. And then on the side of this, I've actually put in two stick pins, but each one has got a charm. So this one has got like a watering can, Breatix Potter, and this one's got a rake. Can you all see that? So it just dangles down really nicely. I think it adds to the effect. Another little butterfly there. So, and then I decorate the whole side of the box. Let the camera focus. Come on, focus, focus, focus. There we are. Then I decorate the whole side of the box with this gorgeous lace I had. I dyed this lace that I bought off Shilpa just before Christmas. These wedding appliques were gifted to me by Sharon Pritchard, and I've used them on this box. And this box is all padded out with proper wool padding. I bought it from a fabric shop, and it's blended in quite nice with this. And then the closure, so this is the front of the side of the box. The closure is actually on the side, and what I've done is, because I thought, how can I open and close it? So what I actually did, it opens like that, and it's on Velcro, so it's an easy access opening. And in this box, we have, it's all padded out like I say, and we have Avril's Christmas decoration that I made her. I didn't know whether to go traditional. I don't know. So I'm hoping she will like this. This was originally gold. I'll show you what it was to where I got it from. So originally it was this, and I had it to that. Handmade gesso, some tissue paper and Mod Podge, and then I used some oh gosh, what's it called? Clear. It's called clear something. I can't think. 3D pearl effect. I bought these from the Works. They were £1. Now, this is a gold one. I can't remember what they're called. Clear accent. That's it. But this one's actually gold. So I went over like the feathers. I did the little toes in gold. And then I did the head in gold. And I just brought it out. and then I put like an orange ribbon on it. So that was the first one. And like I say, all my swaps are different. I've actually done them all different. So the second one, I've got to find 21 now because I can't. There we are, 21. It's a nice little pouch. Again, made out of the wool and then some wedding applique. I've used some like lace beading down the sides. And then I used, being Breatrix Potter, I had this blue applique. And I thought, well, being it's Breatrix Potter, I'll do the blue to match in with the theme. So I used it on this. Again, this is Velcro. And then inside, I've just put tons of like acrylic flowers, clay flowers, all different colours. So Avril's got her play. Her, you know what I mean? She can sit and play with what she's got there. And then this tag, I didn't dye this. Angie Craigwick sent me a big, huge one that she had dyed. And I literally cut it down and made 2 tags out of it. I've still got half tag, the original tag left over. But I thought, do you know what? I quite like the idea of putting it on this little bag. And then if ever I don't want the tag to be on there, she could just snip this off and keep the tag. And then she would have a little purse pouch. So the third one I did was this one. So it's say day 22. It's an actual tobacco tin. That's what it is. I don't smoke. My friend gave me a ton of these ages ago to keep miniatures in, and I never actually used them. Surprise, surprise. So I actually covered this in gesso again, covered it in tissue paper and Mod Podge, and I was left with that effect basically. Then around the edge, I've used like a real deep pink ribbon. On the top, again, corrugated card under here. Some of these pieces were gifted to me, like this tool here, this spotter tool, that was gifted to me by Angie Craigwick, and so was this. I just thought it blended in beautifully. And then this as well, this bit of trim was actually gifted me by Angie as well, so thank you, Angie. And then that one I actually bought off Esme, and then I had them 2 in my stash. So it opens at the front, and literally she's got lots to play with in there. She's got some Breatix Potter figures, which I'm sure Avril's done a video. She probably has. By the time I've put this up, she would probably have done a video to show you all. And then I've actually printed these out on fabric for Avril to use. So there's 3. There's a bird cage, some flowers, and then a little pale pink flower. I've put 3 of these in the like appliques, because I thought they just sitted perfectly in the tin. And then I put some tissue, stuck some tissue paper on the bottom. I put a small doily, and then I put this crocheted no, it's not crocheted, eyelet trim in as well, because I just thought it fitted in just beautifully in the little tin. And like I say, Avril's probably showed you all, because I'll be putting this video up after Christmas. Like I say, you'll probably see it after Christmas, because I don't want to spoil the surprise. So that was the third one, sorry. The fourth one is this one. So again, the smaller purse, and then I thought, well, why don't I do a bigger one? So again, I've done the bigger one. Again, a little tag I've made from the big one, and it says day 23. Avril can cut the ribbon off if she wanted to use it as a normal purse. I've used some fabric, some wedding applique, and then it's the way I've put it on. I've actually used 3 different wedding appliques. I put this one on that's got no beading, and that sort of came round and gave me my perfect, like, you know, the end of the heart shape just there. There's the one on the front, as you all can see, the glittered one, and then on the back is the blue one. Then I cut a small section off to make the little purse. I used the bigger part of it on the bigger purse. Confusing, I know. And then I made a small shabby flower in blues, and it's like a purpley blue with a gorgeous pearl and diamante in the middle. And then again, it's all velcroed. And then in this one, I actually made Avril a banner. It's a Breatix Potter banner. Because I thought, oh, using a Breatix Potter, what can I make? So, and it actually spells a name, and all this is printed on fabric. So I'll show you one at a time. So this one, again, sorry guys, I had them all off Pinterest, the pictures, and then I cut the freeze paper out, the material I wanted to use, and I printed it on fabric. Then I took my letters and I coloured them to give it the same shade that was in the colour in the picture, and I've put some gorgeous feathers that got sent to me by Sharon, so thank you Sharon, because they are wood to be used. So this one's a bit different. This one hasn't actually got any feathers on, but as you can see, this spells a V, so it's going to maybe a bit harder to show you one at a time. So there's the next one. Again, the beading slightly different on that one. I've gone for like an oval shape, and again an R with some gorgeous feathers. The picture is different, but again they're all printed on fabric. So this one is I. Let me just bring you down. That's better. This one's I, and then the last one is L. So these two pictures are the same, and I'm hoping that Avril that'll be a nice surprise when she opens that up, because I don't think she would have expected me to make her one. And then the back is also fabric too. So that's what I made in that little pouch. So I'm going to put it back in, and it fits snug just inside here. And like I say, if Avril wanted to use this as a purse, all she'd need to do was to cut this little tag off, keep the tag if she wanted to, and then she's got a beautiful handmade gorgeous purse. Like I say, they are a bit bigger. That one's a smaller. So the last one I'm going to show you is this one. Now this one I have, again, it's a box, so I'll start off with the sides first. It's actually got two layers. No, it's got the one layer of this trim, and I sprayed it with my greens and my browns, and then it's got sort of half of the trim in white on the top. There it is on top, look, see? And then I've put two appliques on here. It's the same applique I put in that little tin, just to score the ends. And then on the top, it's a bit similar to the bigger one. I've used my trims, my bits and bobs, a wedding applique, some flowers, butterflies. I actually put some pins, made some stick pins, and I gessoed over them to give it that real nice effect. This flower was gifted to me by Shilpa, and I loved it so much, and it matched in with everything that I thought, do you know what, I know Shilpa won't mind me using it, because that's why she gave me the flowers she made. I put it on this project. And then this one has got a little spade to match in with everything else, see? I put some more stick pins here. The same butterflies I used on the big one I've used on you. And this little box has got a tab, like a little white tab that Avril can pull open. So when you pull it open, all this is layered with like a tulle effect. Just at first, then layered with tulle. And then inside, I've made some flowers, so Avril can use them on a project. So this is the first one, and it's quite thick and quite deep. This is the second one, which I absolutely love. I love how the green came out on this. and all the ends I did myself, and I actually put the actual flower together on that one. So some of them haven't got a middle in because I thought Avril might want to do that herself. Green, because I went with green, reds, yellows, that kind of thing. That one's got strawberries on, but I like the fullness in that one. A lemon one. Now these, it's made out of the fabric that Sharon gave me, but it's the way I've turned it to create the different effect on the flower. It's the way I've turned the ribbon. See, and then that's the last one. So, and as you can see, the box is quite deep, and then I went round the edges with some bling just to give it that real nice effect around the edge. So that is my swap to Avril. I know Avril would have put a video up by now because my video's gone up after Christmas, and she's dying to show you all what I've made. Let me know what you think. Avril, if you're watching now, you know where my thought process was coming from, what I had in mind when I made it for you. And yeah, I loved every second making this for you, and I cannot wait for us to start opening the day by day thing. I just think that I can't wait for it. So anyway, I will love and leave you all, and there is more projects to come. Again, I'm filming before Christmas because of course they are for Christmas swaps or gifts or etc. But yeah, stay tuned because there's loads to come. And I will love and leave you all until then. Stay safe, and I will catch up with you very soon. Take care now. Bye for now.